Tune in to the Elite Report with Dorian Brown and Tyler Coleman.
Welcome. This is the Elite Report. I am Dorian Brown.
I'm Tyler Coleman, T. Coleman Guwap. We back.
And we're presented to you by Elite Emerson Sports. And this is week 9.
This is week 8.
Week 8?
Or is it week 9?
This is week 9, man.
Dang.
Catch up.
I'm sorry, you're right.
Catch up, man.
Wow. We here.
We here, dog.
Already?
We here. And things are starting to shape up really nice.
It is.
You know what I mean? Like, teams are winning conferences. We gonna take a peek into district play, you know, and really kind of break down who's who. Who's the pretender, who's the contender.
Man, I ain't gonna
in each class.
I'm gonna be honest with you. We started when the season started.
Mm-hmm.
It's week 8. Mm-hmm. I'm excited to get into all the stuff we really got to get into today.
Yeah.
Gonna break down some stuff.
And we got a special guest. Division I point guard for Indiana State will be on the show.
Let me say this.
Uh-huh.
We got my guy.
Your guy?
The man with the plan.
Yes, sir.
I say that all the time. But
yeah.
Hardest worker. One of the hardest working guys I know, so I'm happy to have my boy on.
Jordan Barnes.
CBC alone.
Man. So, without further ado, let's get into the games that we were looking at this week. It was some upsets.
Yeah, I'm gonna say I had a bad week of predicting. It was things were a little weird this week.
Yeah, our producer. So I'm gonna give y'all a little background without giving you too much info. You know what I'm saying? Our producer, who's normally here, helping us with this show, had to leave out because of work, the job that's paying the bills, and so we are doing this solo dolo.
Solo dolo.
And
all right, let me take this back. Let's stop lying. Dorian's doing this solo dolo, and all I've done is just showed up and talked. But I'm trying to be supportive as much as I can.
Yeah. He ain't doing nothing, y'all. Help me. Nah, but we get into the games that we looked at this past weekend. We're gonna start off with Roosevelt and Career Academy. Let's start off with them.
Let me talk my talk first.
Talk your talk.
Okay. I picked those Roosevelt Rough Riders to either go 6-3 or 7-2 in the season. They will finish now 7-2. They're 6-2 right now. Shout out to Coach Porter for changing that program.
Yes,
shout out to those Rough Rider kids for believing in the coaching staff.
Yes, sir.
And that is why you are the PHL champions. Don't that got a nice ring? Southside. Nah, but on some real stuff though, the Rough Riders, I believed in you all year when everybody told me I was crazy. Dorian believed in you when everybody said we was crazy. Now, he did try to do something last week and go against y'all. I don't know why. I tried to tell him.
Well, I'm doing this for, we got to entertain our listeners, so I got to go against you sometimes.
I'm going with them Rough Riders.
Hey, I feel you.
I like the Rough Riders.
Hey, shout out to the Rough Riders, real talk. They put in a lot of work, y'all. A lot of work. They had the new weight room facility.
New nice looking jerseys.
Nice jerseys. So shout out to them. And the whole PHL, I want to see y'all back on top, getting some state titles in football. Next game. A game that fifth, what? No, I ain't gonna tell you how old I am, but it's been a while since I've been in high school. It's been a while since I've been in high school. And one of the programs that I always looked up to was Pattonville because of their tradition. They had some of the best players back when I was in high school, and they ended up going to the state championship and at the Dome. So I looked at Pattonville like they were up there. And I went to a small school, you may have heard of them, Ladue, Horton Watkins High School.
Who's that?
The best Class 4 program in St. Louis right now. That's who they are.
Ooh, talk your talk.
Yeah, we went to Pattonville and we gave them an old-fashioned spanking. 35-7.
Yeah. All right, let's talk about it real quick. So, Ladue's going to play Kirkwood this week.
Yes.
Kirkwood lost to Pattonville.
Yes.
I picked Pattonville.
Yes.
I thought they had a good chance. Ladue gets the win.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to be honest with you, though. I didn't give Ladue as much credit as I should have, probably because you like Ladue. So I went against you. But nah, on some real stuff, though, no, Ladue's actually, they're starting to look really, really real. So
shout out to the coaching staff, Coach Tarp,
Coach Buckbar.
They got a lot of good pieces, and they play within that scheme very well. And that defense, Big Faulkner, Moses, yeah,
Chesson and the wide out.
Chesson, they're wide out. They're real.
They are.
They prove they're real. All right, so a
Timberland.
big matchup. Timberland, Fort Zumwalt North.
This is kind of an upset, I would say.
It is,
But
but the reason why I put it up on the list is because of Timberland and how they were playing coming into this game. And they get the dub, 34-32.
Yeah, it's big.
If Fort Zumwalt North don't lose a lot of regular season games.
And Fort Zumwalt North came in at 7-0.
Yeah.
They makes them fall to 7-1.
So, big ups to Timberland. We didn't get to see the game. We didn't have anybody there, so we don't know exactly what happened. But
Hold on. Can I say something real quick?
yeah,
So, I want to say shout out to the guys that we
we
sent out.
we got 2 new videographers.
And I'm going to be honest.
Yeah,
St. Louis,
yeah.
you finna see elite everywhere.
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 So, speaking of that, we're going to get into the games that we did have representation there. The first one, we were at Lutheran St. Charles.
Or St. Clair.
St. Clair. Not
We both picked.
unknown entity.
I had
for us.
not seen St. Clair. We knew that they were playing good.
And
From what I read after the game, it sounded like Lutheran St. Charles had opportunities that they did not capitalize on. They are a young football team. I
Yep.
do kind of expect that a little bit. But they have another big matchup with Jennings coming up, so I'm curious to see how that goes. But Lutheran St. Charles falls, and it looks like it was a very tough game.
yeah, and is that 2 in a row? Because they lost to Trinity the week
I
before.
think that might be 2 in a row.
I think that's 2 in a row. So you gotta step it up.
They'll figure it out. They're young.
They will. I like them against Jennings next week. And then
The biggest upset.
the biggest upset, definitely,
Now-
without question.
I could be wrong about this.
Uh-huh.
I was able to watch the game and look at the game, and a couple things that I noticed about this Eureka Marquette game, and some things that I need to go back and do my research. But I believe that's the first time in about 7 or 8 years that Marquette beat Eureka. Now, I could be wrong, but I believe it's somewhere around there. A lot of people weren't really going to the game. We luckily sent someone to the game.
Yep.
And with that,
And I just got word that we should have this posted on YouTube. Make sure y'all subscribe to the YouTube channel. We do post games there.
Marquette gets the win.
Marquette gets the win. 13.
Tight, 13. And the thing is, the game was at 12-7 for a long period of time.
Yeah.
Then Marquette scored a touchdown. I think they gave the ball to Eureka with 13 seconds left. Eureka wasn't able to capitalize, and Marquette gets the win.
Big win.
You know what? A little bit. This doesn't define Eureka's season at all. Eureka's going to be fine. But I will say this. I was a little curious about. I don't know if you noticed something, but when they played against Kirkwood, it seemed like that was a high point of the season. I wonder if they overlooked Marquette just a little bit because they did put everything into the Kirkwood game.
That can easily happen. It's the end of the season. You've created a name for yourself.
And they were top 3 team, top 3 class 6, top 3 large schools in St. Louis.
Definitely. I want to say there were like 4 or 3 on STL today. Shout out to
Dave Kudo.
Mr. Quidall and his crew at STLtoday.com. But yeah, I felt I can see that happening easily. And then you're going into districts. I believe they're in the killer district. So they definitely looking ahead.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
But I think Eureka will be fine. Sometimes you got to lose. I mean, that's the first game that they've lost all season. But I think they'll be fine.
Yeah. So that's all 5.
That's wrap up.
That's a wrap up. So let's look at our records. I lost the Roosevelt game. That takes me down to 21-9.
I won that.
You won that. 21-9. We even. Then we got the
Fortune one that we both picked. That puts us at 21-10 for both of us.
Yeah.
Then we both picked Eureka. That puts us at 21-11.
Oh my God, it's getting ugly, y'all.
Then it puts you at 22.
22-11.
Yep. And that puts me at 21-13.
Yeah. For the Ladue Pattonville. And then the last game.
I go to 21-14 and you go to 22-13.
Yeah. So 22-13.
Bad week, by
21-14. I'm 1 game up.
Yeah, this is the last week. I gotta make something shake.
For the pie. This is it, y'all. Y'all ready to see Tyler get this pie in his face?
You know who I kind of feel like I am? I'm like one of those guys that you like. I'm like one of them kickers that you can throw out there and that you know you can trust. I'm not gonna fail you. I'm one of those Adam Vinatieri guys where you throw me out there in the Super Bowl playoff cold game, warm game, and I'm gonna finish the game. Now, I kept driving down the field on my Aaron Rodgers flow. I know they didn't play together, but I'm Aaron Rodgers coming down the field, and I'm Adam Vinatieri for the kick. It's a tight one. I do this.
Oh, yeah?
Relax.
Oh, yeah?
Pipe down.
Well, if you do this...
This is the greatest comeback in Elite Amateur Sports Rankings history.
I don't know about all that. Anyway, we gonna get into the picks later on in the podcast. But right now, we're gonna bring on our special guest. We gonna talk a little hoops, college hoops.
Yeah.
Like, and for those people who don't know, the Missouri Valley Conference is one of the best mid-major conferences in Division I. They produce the likes of Creighton. They produce the likes of Wichita State, who both now are out of the Missouri Valley Conference, but that's where they come from.
And the
that's
thing
the
I
pedigree.
like is that that tournament is
It's
played
right here in St. Louis.
now at the Enterprise Center.
Yeah.
Formerly known as the Scott Trade Center, and formerly known before that
As the Kill Center.
Okay. And I feel like we're missing one too, ain't it?
Scott Trade.
Could be wrong.
I don't know. Who knows? Welcome, Jordan. We so happy to have you.
This is my guy. Let's get it. All right, we're here with Jordan Barnes, Indiana State point guard. Had a phenomenal year last year. Stepped up, had 17.4 points a game, 3.9 rebounds, 3.6 assists. How you feeling today, JB?
Good, big dog. How you feeling?
Good. I'm here with Dorian as well too.
We thank you for coming on the show. We want to start it off by talking about Missouri Valley Conference as a whole. You guys play excellent basketball, and then at the end of the regular season, you guys come to St. Louis. Could you talk about what that means for you, being an STL kid, coming back and playing in front of your city?
It's just good. be able to come back and play in front of my family and friends. That's one of the reasons I wanted to stay in the Missouri Valley, just because the conference tournament was always going to be held in St. Louis, so it was always good for that.
A lot of people don't know you play like you're about 6'5", 6'6", but you're actually about 6 feet. As a point guard that's a little bit smaller than most, how do you grind every day, and is it a little bit harder, or what do you think you have to do to still figure out a way how to always be at the top?
I mean, it's a little bit harder, but it's also a good experience for me, just because every day you just got to work like you got a chip on your shoulder. You always got something to prove, and then when you go out there and do that on the court, it's just a better feeling. So you always strive for the same results.
Definitely, and I want to talk a little bit about Loyola for a second. We've seen them go into the tournament as a underdog and have a great run in the tournament. How can you help Indiana State get to that level?
I mean, Loyola had a great year. I mean, as a team, as coaching staff, everything. So, I mean, they were all together as a unit, and I mean, it showed in that tournament, being able to go to the Final Four and all that. I mean, it just gives like teams in the Missouri Valley, even my school, Indiana State, it gives a good feeling that we know that we can compete with teams of that caliber in the tournament at that stage, just because Loyola did. So, I mean, it's good for us to be able to know that that's in the sight, and we just have to work for that. And I mean, I can help the team by just being a good point guard, doing all the things that they need us to do, and just leading them to that spot.
Me and you, we talk a lot, and one thing I heard something that you're trying to do this year, and I think a lot of people I want to elaborate on, is last year you focused on scoring a lot. What are you looking forward to trying to work on this year to be a better point guard and to help lead your team?
I'm just trying to be more of a complete point guard. Last year, like you said, I scored the ball a lot, and I mean, I needed to do that for my team that year. But this year, I feel like we're going to have more pieces, more people that can score the ball, and I feel like I'm going to have to be more of a complete point guard, getting them in their spots, getting the assists, rebound, running the show, and I mean, I can still score when I need to. I'm just going to be able to set up my teammates even more.
Yeah, I just want to elaborate a little bit more on that, because now with the way the NBA is going with the point guards, we have so many great point guards now. Who do you kind of model your game after, and ways that you can get better? How do you go about that?
I look at the point guards that are undersized in the NBA. Obviously, everybody likes Steph Curry because he can shoot the ball. So, I mean, you take a little bit in pieces from different players' games. Like, I like Damian Lillard just because he's explosive. He can shoot the ball from deep, and he has a nice finish around the basket. Been watching a lot of Kyrie highlights, just things like that. So, I'm just trying to expand my game in each of those different ways, taking tips from each of those different players and putting them into my own game.
Last year, you shattered the three-point single-season record. What did that mean to you, and how much work did you have to put in to actually capture that?
It means a lot. I mean, I didn't really know about it going into the season, or even like a couple games before I did it. So, I mean, it means a lot just to know that all those shots that you take in the gym, that they actually pay off. And so when you see things like that, you just know that you keep working and you're going to see more results.
Definitely. Keep working, see more results. What other message could you give the STL kids out here who's trying to get to your level of Division I basketball?
I'll just tell them that the work that they put in, they're going to get the same results out. Just know that if you really love the game, that it's something you can do, and you can make some money out of it, do it for a living. That's what a lot of people from St. Louis are trying to do. So I would just tell the kids to just work every day, grind, and it'll take care of itself.
And my final question for you is, since you are a young kid in St. Louis, you've always it seems like you've always been around elite talent, and now all of the elite talent, including yourself, is doing big things. How do you feel like that's pushed you and helped you to get to where you are today?
It's really good because I've always been surrounded by great players, like you said already. So, I mean, just with Jason setting the bar and everybody just following behind, it just pushes you to work every day. Just see a kid from St. Louis in the NBA, and everybody else is doing their own thing at their respective colleges. So, it's just good to see that for the city of St. Louis.
Well, Jordan, I mean, that's about all we got for you today. I appreciate you coming on. Of course, I plan to check out the Indiana State game, and we look forward to watching you, and we appreciate what you're doing for St. Louis, and continue to grind. And then if you got any final words and any last things you could say, could you just please bless the whole St. Louis community? Because I know you was talking about basketball, but you know how we call it the hustle city.
Yeah, it's the hustle city, man. St. Louis, that's the way you go to get it. Everybody know that. So I appreciate you for having me on your show, Big Dog. And let me know about some tickets, anything about the game.
I got you. You know it's all love, family. I'll be in touch.
Yep, good shit, bro.
That was Jordan Barnes, point guard for Indiana State, CBC alum, state champion. He's doing some magnificent things. Like you said, he broke the record, and he's not too far off from breaking the Missouri Valley Conference record for three-pointers.
Jordan is a guy, I mean, I'm pretty sure you guys could tell just by the way the interview is. Me and him were real close. Been knowing him since he was a freshman. I was a freshman in high school, and I've got to see him grow a lot. I love his family. He's surrounded by a good family. His brother was really, really good at CBC. The Barnes family, they're good. I mean, he works his butt off. That's something that I can honestly tell you. I mean, it was a summer. I think it was either last summer or 2 summers ago. I was with him when he was in St. Louis working, and man, he had me working 2 times a day with him. No, but he really be working. But I just appreciate having him on, and looking forward to seeing his success for sure.
Definitely. That's Jordan Barnes. And up next, we got the game of the week.
Yes, sir.
So, now that we've talked to the great Jordan Barnes, let's get into some district talk. You know what I mean? And for those who don't know, Missouri high school football has decided to do, we've been doing it for a long time, districts. So if you win your district, you go on to the actual playoffs, even though district is considered the playoffs, I guess. What is the playoffs? It is, because you lose, you going home.
Simple as that.
Simple as that. So it is the playoffs. We gonna take a quick look at every class.
And another thing, just for those listeners that's not from St. Louis, everybody makes it to districts. It's not
everybody.
Everybody gets to play. So if you went 1-8, if you get your best player back and he's really that good, you have a chance.
You got a chance. Don't like this, but it is what it is. Anyway, Class 2, District 2. We got Cornerhan, Cuba, Duchesne, Grandview, Herculaneum, Live for Life, Luther North, and Principia. I think it's pretty simple. Luther North will take this.
Luther North will be district champions in Class 2, District 2. And they should, I say, by a wide margin. And the reason it is because it's important to know when it gets cold outside, can you run the football?
Can you?
Luther North up front, they just shattered a record last week with one of their running backs.
Yes. We got to give a quick shout out to Isaiah Azubuike for breaking the record.
Didn't he have like 372 yards?
79.
379.
On 15 carries. 5 TDs.
Hey, you got to, no, but if I ain't going to lie to you.
That's special.
You got to take that O-line out, and they got to eat good.
They got to eat great.
Buy them a house. Everybody get a house. Everybody get a TV. Because you creating holes. For 15 carries, 379 yards, your O-line is moving.
Looking at the tape, you seen the pulling guard coming up there. it was nice. I'm talking about real nice.
Well, I'll say this. The reason I think Luther North has a chance to be very, very successful is because they can run the football. That's important when it becomes cold outside.
Definitely.
Kids sometimes don't want to catch that football in the cold, but if you can run that thing and you can dominate the line of scrimmage, you can be successful.
Amen.
So let's get into Class 3 District 2. You got Bayless. You have Cardinal Ritter.
Yep.
You have Confluence. You have John Burroughs, Lutheran South, Miller Career, St. Clair, and Vashon. Give me Cardinal Ritter, but I would say there's a team that I'm kind of curious about, and that's St. Clair, just because of their big win. I mean, they've been a good team all year, but I'm kind of looking forward to seeing St. Clair. So I think we'll probably, I don't know how they're gonna do the falling of it.
Yeah.
Looking at this, it probably St. Clair will probably be the number 2 team. Cardinal Ritter be the number 1, and either Miller or John Burroughs will be 3.
But yeah, I think this is a two-headed monster right here. Really, more so 1.5. I like Cardinal Ritter a lot. I think they'll win this district, easily. But St. Clair is in the district, and they are good.
Yeah.
We're still in Class 3, District 3.
We have Lutheran St. Charles, McClure South Berkeley, Normandy, Orchard Farm, Sodan, St. Charles West, Sumner, and Trinity.
You want to keep this short, or do you want to give them the long answer? Let's keep it short. Trinity.
Class 4.
Hold on real quick.
Are we? Because I wanted to. Okay, look. I'll give you a quick spiel.
Luther St. Charles,
You already played them. Lost. McClure South Berkeley. Ellen just gave that
Shout out to you.
generous donation. Coach Brown, we love what you're doing with Berkeley. You're creating a culture of young men. So I always appreciate that, first and foremost, because that's what it's about. Football is just an avenue, transportation to get you to where you need to really go. But no change.
Normandy, Orchard Farm, Sodan,
Nah.
St. Charles West.
They're having a very good year. We talking about Trinity. And yeah, Class 4, District 2. We got
Dang, you ain't let me pick who I think.
who you got?
Give me the Trinity Titans.
All right.
Class 4, District 2. We got Afton, Bishop, Bishop DeBerg, Gateway, Ladue, Rockwood Summit, Roosevelt, St. Mary's, and Windsor.
And from Imperial.
I'm going to say this. Ladue's the high favorite. Ladue should win. I am kind of curious to see how St. Mary's and Roosevelt kind of fare in this district. But I think Ladue, head over heels, will probably come out on top.
Ladue.
Class 4, District
3. I'm not going to play with you around here, man. Come on, man.
You know who I want. District 3. We still in Class 4, y'all. Class 4, District 3. Clayton, Hazelwood East, Jennings, McClure, MICDS, Parkway North, Riverview Gardens,
In U City. I like this district. I think it's top to bottom, pretty competitive.
I will say that.
I feel like
But-
I can pick 2 or 3 teams off this list.
But after what I've seen, how physical MICDS is, give me MICDS. Country Day.
I ain't heard Country Day in a long time. That's throwback. I bet you people don't even know what MICDS means.
Yeah, I know.
All right.
I like MICDS as well. Physical up front. Took Luther North to the to the edge. I don't even know if you call it the edge. They was almost all the way over.
So impressive. But yeah, I like MICDS.
Class 4.
Hazelwood East has a fighting chance. I'm sorry.
I like Hazelwood East a lot, actually.
Yeah. District 4, Class 4. Fort Zumwalt East, Hannibal, Parkway Central, Priory, St. Charles High, St. Dominic, Warrenton, and Westminster. Ooh.
I have no clue on this one.
I have no clue either. I probably say St. Charles or St. Dominic. Those two teams are.
What?
No?
Priory?
That's a flip of the coin. I don't know.
Hannibal?
I don't know.
Fort Zumwalt East? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't really know.
I'm telling you, man, St. Dominic is well coached.
St. Dominic, I like them. They are well coached and they will fight to the end. And they probably can run the football fight, from what I know from
Yeah.
past experience.
Yeah. Then Fort Zumwalt East, they've been up and down. Who knows? I'm not sure about Warrenton. I don't know enough about
I
Warrenton.
heard they're usually pretty good, though, aren't they? I could be wrong, though.
And then Westminster,
That's a
too many injuries. Player transferred in the middle of the season. I don't think they can hold up.
So,
Class 5 District 1 looks pretty good. Fox, Jackson,
Oakville, Poplar Bluff,
Seckman.
Seckman has started off hot.
Give me Jackson.
Fox started off hot.
Fox, Jackson. It's a pretty good district, but the reason I'm going to say Jackson, I think Jackson's undefeated.
Yeah,
And
they're
they've been-
tough.
They're
Tough. Year in and year out, they're tough.
Yeah. Who you got?
that was a hard one. I like Jackson as well.
But Fox, I wouldn't be surprised if Fox wins.
Okay.
Wins it as well.
Yeah, this is the one I've been waiting for.
Class 5, District 2, Chaminade, Melville, Parkway South, Parkway West,
Vianney, Webster Groves. Who you like?
Give me WG to pull it up. Nah. As much as I really want my Webster Groves, Statesman to pull it out, give me Vianney High School. I just don't see anybody that could beat them in this.
I like Vianney as well.
Kyron went stupid against St. Mary.
So what's up? You know,
Stupid.
So you ain't got no good words to say about my Webster Groves, bro?
They're an excellent program. Excellent alumni. But they ain't winning.
District 3, we still in Class 5, District 3, Francis Howell North, Fort Zumwalt North, Fort Zumwalt South, Liberty, and Core North.
Give me Fort Zumwalt North by default.
I'm gonna say Fort Zumwalt North as well too.
I mean, ain't nobody else can compete with them, I don't think.
I'm gonna go Fort Zumwalt North.
And after that loss, sometimes a loss can put a little fire underneath your squad. And Fort Zumwalt North may need that fire. They've been winning for a long time.
Yeah, give me Fort Zumwalt North. I think they'll be able to pull it out.
All right, and last but definitely not least, we got Class 6, District 1. Lord have mercy.
Now it's my turn.
Lord have mercy.
Can I go first?
You can go first. This tell them who in it first.
I don't even know.
Lord.
I don't really know who's in it.
I mean,
No, I'm just playing. Let me stop playing. But no, you got CBC, DeSmet, Hazelwood Central, Hazelwood West, Marquette, Pattonville, Rittner, and St. Louis University.
that's murderer's row.
I'm gonna say CBC.
I mean, we didn't even have to. We could have stopped at CBC, but I just wanted to let y'all know this is the hardest district. Just because CBC's in it, first of all, and then secondly,
You got a really talented DeSmet team. You got a really talented Pattonville team.
Hazelwood West.
Has good talent.
And DeSmet's really good too.
And
I said this, man.
I apologize.
Yeah. You over there sleeping?
Nah, I ain't sleeping. I just like them. I like the Madman.
Yeah, I do too.
I really like. I also really like Pattonville too. I like what they doing. They young.
Yeah.
I just think
And
that
then
CBC.
You got Marquette too, who just beat Eureka.
Yeah, Marquette. They've had a pretty good season. I think they're like either 5-3 or 6-3.
Yeah, 6-3. Or no, they 5-3. Yeah, but they have a tough schedule.
They do have a tough schedule. So we both like CBC in this one. But who do you? If CBC was out, who would be your squad?
I'm gonna be honest. I'll probably have to say this man. I like the Madman. I'm not gonna lie to you. I really do.
I probably would say this man as well. A close second would be Pattonville.
Agreed.
And then the last district we're gonna look at is District 3.
This is possibly the hardest district to pick, just because the two top teams are so familiar with each other, and you know that they're gonna make some changes. But we have in the Class 6 District 3, we have Eureka, Joplin, Kickapoo, Kirkwood, Lafayette, Lindbergh, and Northwest, and Ozark High School. I'm gonna say it's between Eureka and Kirkwood. And
No Lafayette?
Lafayette's pretty good as well too, but I think it's a two-dog race with Eureka and Kirkwood.
Kickapoo is usually good. Well, not usually. It has in the last 5 years they had some teams who were decent, but they don't have a chance this year.
I'm gonna say, and a lot of people are gonna be upset with me when I say this.
Roll damn tide. Nah, just like.
But I gotta go pick Kirkwood.
Woo! Rewind that for me. What you say?
I said I'm going to pick Kirkwood.
That was some balls right there.
And the reason I'm gonna pick Kirkwood to win this district is because when I looked at the game between Eureka and Kirkwood, I thought that Kirkwood didn't play nearly how good they could have played. I do also think that Eureka threw a lot of punches at Kirkwood and threw some things off that Kirkwood wasn't expecting. And I thought they executed well. I do think you'll see Kirkwood throw the ball to Massey a little bit more and possibly try to get J-Mac more involved, because I think he should be healthier. I just think that, and this is, as a Webster guy, this is hurting me to say, but I just got to be honest. I think that Kirkwood will figure it out. That's what they're good at doing.
Can I pause you for a second?
Yes.
You hear the police? You're stealing Eureka's thunder. That's Eureka calling the police on you, stealing their thunder.
No, I like Eureka. I like Antonio Sanders, Avery Taggart, Jalen Sanders. I like all those guys.
Give me Eureka.
I'm going to say this. I think this group of guys from Eureka, if they're going to do it, this would be the group to do it.
Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice,
I could be wrong.
you
But if
won't
I
fool
had-
me twice.
But I will
I'm
say
going
this.
Eureka.
But I'm going to say this. If I'm going to have to pick a team that I think that could possibly, like a game in all these districts that are really actually even, we're really talking about even,
Yeah,
and that's a flip of the coin,
yeah. Eureka.
I think Eureka is the high favorite, but I wouldn't be surprised if Kirkwood came out with the W. That's what I'm saying. But I mean, I'm gonna still go with Kirkwood though. I'm gonna go out on a limb because my mom always told me something. You're not like everybody else, Ty. You have to be able to lead. You have leader qualities. So I'm about to show you and let you follow me in understanding that Kirkwood will be the district champions in Class 6 District 3.
And that's how you feel.
That's how I'm feeling that day. Now, I might not be feeling this after next week.
No, real talk though.
Ready to get into our predictions?
Yeah, okay, so this is it, y'all. We gonna pick 3 games today, and then I'm gonna slap this pie in his face. Because I'm winning. I'm up 1 game.
I'm up one.
I'm up 1.
You up one. That's cool.
And we picking 3 games. 1 game, we both picked the same team. But the other 2, we did this on purpose. I wanted a shot. I wanted to give him a shot at
You ain't got to give me
actually
nothing.
winning.
I told you ain't got to give me nothing. Ain't nothing ever been handed to me. I don't want any handouts. You were a little bit scared to pick 2 of these guys because you didn't want no smoke behind that.
I wanted to give him
No.
an opportunity to win.
And Young Thug voice, no way.
Oh, well, we could have picked the best 3 games, and then we could have just
I'm
picked
cool
the
with that.
same teams, and we would have
That's
lost.
cool.
But no,
I didn't
me being the guy that I am,
You decided that you wanted to play fair, which
Yeah.
you shouldn't have played fair, because if I was up 1 game, I wouldn't have. But you left me around, and that's where you messed up.
Look
You
here.
had a chance to bury me.
look here. I like this.
I know.
I like dragging you on,
I
giving you
know.
false hope.
I know. But you're not doing nothing. Hey, Coach Reed, I'm not finna do nothing but my job around here. And my job is to come out victorious.
My job is to tell you to keep working because you got work to do. You got to catch up with me. And so we gonna pick this 3 games, and I'm gonna win, and then we gonna go live on Facebook and on Instagram.
Dorian.
And yeah, I can see
You know
him
one
get
thing
this
that I've
smile
always
face.
appreciated about you, you were always been a genuine guy. But there's a point in time when I just must say it's ignorance. And this is one of those where it's ignorant comments that you're spewing to our fans, man, and to our followers. Stop. You know you have no chance.
All right. So what's the first game?
We have Rockbridge versus Francis Howell, man.
And you pick,
And I'm gonna pick Rockbridge at 6-2.
and I'm gonna pick Francis Howell.
And I just want to make sure we understand and clear about this. Are you okay with your pick? Are you sure you don't want to slide to my side?
I don't need to slide to your side.
Okay, good. Now let's go to the next game.
All right. Hazelwood East versus Hazelwood West.
Now I'm gonna give you a chance also again.
No, don't give me no chance.
Do you really want to pick this game?
I'm up. I'm giving you a chance.
Okay, so who you picking?
Hazelwood West.
That's final decision.
Final answer.
Well, I was watching this movie 300 a couple of days ago,
Here we go.
and I know it's about Spartans. And for that reason, give me the Hazelwood East Spartans in a rivalry game.
Y'all heard this bad man.
Let me get Hazelwood East. Torrey Dyson,
God.
Jarvarian Hardiman, I believe, number 1. Give me Hazelwood East.
All right. If
Sparta!
if y'all can only see this man's face. If y'all can only see this man's face.
Sparta! Out.
Shout out to Hazelwood East, y'all. I still love y'all. I got mad love. But Hazelwood West, don't disappoint me.
What's Hazelwood West mascot? Tell me that.
The Wildcats.
So you telling me a Spartan can't hunt down a wildcat?
Hey, man.
Sparta! What's our game of the week, Dorian? Game of the week.
Game of the week.
Yeah.
Luther North versus Chaminade.
Yeah. I said boom, boom, boom.
Luther North versus Chaminade.
I said boom, boom, boom.
Hey,
I said boom, boom, boom.
who you like?
Give me a Luther North. Say it, who you got?
Give me Luther North.
Don't.
I like the Crusaders over the Red Devils. Yeah.
I'm gonna say this real quick. Let me put on the headphones. Turn me up in my mic. One headphone on. I like them Luther North Crusaders. They got some young pups. They got that O-line. They like to dominate. They got them running backs that like to get yards. Now let me stop rapping.
She said penetrate.
Nah, I ain't gonna need a lot to stop. All to the side though, as we finna wrap it up in a second.
Yeah.
Give me Luther North. Give me Coach Reed. Give me them boys. I'm going with them Crusaders.
All right. So, the games y'all need to be looking for: Hazelwood West versus Hazelwood East.
In my Jameson Williams voice, I do this.
Make sure you root for Hazelwood West. Then Friday night, so that's Saturday. Friday night, look out for that Francis Hall.
Yeah, now you got to tripping.
And Rocky.
You don't even believe no more.
Look here.
You don't even believe no more.
Look here.
Y'all should see my face with my lip turned up. I do this.
So the tip of the day comes from something that I read. No, something that I heard. I'm sorry. And they were saying that a college coach said he likes to go to houses where the parents are successful. And why? Why do you ask? It's not because the house looks nice. It's not because of what's in the house physically. It's the tangibles. He said the expectations are different. The talk at the table is different. I'm gonna tell y'all something. A lot of people say they believe in themselves, but when they get home and look in the mirror, they don't believe nothing they just told you. They don't believe that they can do great things. They don't believe that they are the best at what they do.
Can I just say one thing about that?
Yeah, go ahead.
So, it's crazy that you say that, because I'm about to show Dorian this picture. You can check it out on my Twitter account. It's a picture of an abandoned house with the arch behind it. And you know how everybody always shows the arch in this beautiful light, and they don't really understand, like, the other side of St. Louis.
Preach.
And what you just said, it kind of touched me, and it kind of made me want to go to that, just because it don't matter what you came from. It's where you can end up at.
It don't. I'm sorry to cut you out. It don't even matter about that.
It don't.
It don't matter. I'm telling you right now. You can have all the cars you want to.
That's
Still
true.
be unhappy.
That is 100% true.
If you don't believe in something, what are you doing? You have to make sure that your expectations match your goals. You can't be the best player in the state
Okay.
or in the country
Yeah.
if you don't expect to be. So,
Yeah.
what changes your expectations?
What does?
Repetitions. I'll see y'all at work. Peace.
We out.
Thanks for tuning in to the Elite Report. Subscribe, share, and above all, stay elite.